And we're back on Vegas Live Entertainment Radio. I'm your host, Ron Garrett, along with co-host Neil Portnoy and our guests, Mark Giovi, Red Harris, a.k.a. Rich Friedland, and Ted Cook, who is everybody's favorite sidekick. And we'll be talking to these two in just a minute. First, shout out to Patrick Frazee, Marty Carmo's out there. Renee Hale, we'll see you on, what date is it?
Tuesday, 2 o'clock, Rock's Lounge, Red Rock Casino, Renee's Las Vegas Legends free show.
And I'll be there and you're the co-host,
I'm
right?
the co-host, yeah.
Also, Stevie Dunham is listening. Stevie, we'll have some music that you produce a little bit later in the show. Jerry Walker up in Reno. Once again, hello, Jerry. Jerry's a great guy. I wish he'd visit us. If he comes down south, he's going to be on the show.
Oh, we got to have him on.
Billy Carlin's out there. Eric Morelli with Vegas Tan on Durango. You need a tan? You need a tan.
Any relation? I heard that last name.
It's Tammy's son-in-law.
Oh.
Not son-in-law. Stepson. Tammy's stepson.
Okay.
Yeah. Eric Morelli.
I need a tan. I want to be like RFK.
Need a tan. You need it.
I want to be like RFK Jr.
Do something with that bald head of yours.
I got to be careful.
Sal Cuco is out there, and also your wife.
Hi, Dorothy.
Yes. Hello, Dorothy.
Let's go switch to Mark. Mark from Mercerville, New Jersey. Your father is Lou Giovi, who is a very popular and famous singer. You've been a Vegas regular for many years, and your list of appearances and showrooms are just endless here in Las Vegas. Not only are you a singer, but you're a performer, a music manager, and you're a father.
Yeah.
In your younger years, you fronted a hard rock and heavy metal band, and now you lend your velvet vocals to songs made famous by classic crooners. Let me get this all in. I searched it, okay?
Yeah.
Classic crooners like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Ray Charles. Even though you like the classics, your favorite is still rock and roll. Is that true?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm a rock guy, man. I mean, I grew up in the 80s.
Your path to stardom was started in Trenton, New Jersey when you were just 7 years old. You had the opportunity to sing in a band that featured your dad, Lou. That must have been a lot of fun.
Oh, my father's been a professional singer his whole life. Since he was 15 years old.
And that got you going?
Yeah.
When you started singing, I'm joining your dad?
Yeah, when I was 8 years old. That's the first time I ever performed live in front of people with his band.
You started in the high school choir. You got your own band. You got a local following in Trenton, I believe it was. And you worked parties and firehouses, and you entered a lot of Battle of the Bands in the late 80s. And
well, you did do some research.
You successfully auditioned.
I forgot about those things.
You successfully auditioned for a band in New York City.
Yeah.
In 1994, you moved to California, started two bands, a rock band to play in L.A.,
yes,
and a jazz trio to play in Beverly Hills.
Correct.
And there you met Aaron Carter.
That's correct.
Where you became the singer's vocal coach, backup singer, and tour manager for 3 years.
No, for 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Okay, must have been written before the last 5.
Well, for our listeners and viewers, Mark, who is this guy? Explain who this guy is. So people might not know.
Well, Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter, sure.
Yeah, it's a shame he's passed away now. Last year he did, but he was a teenage pop star. He was like the original Justin Bieber. I mean, he sold 15 million records by the time he was 16 years old. So we traveled around the world and doing headlining concerts and
20,000 seat concerts.
Oh yeah,
you were there he opened for acts like Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC. And after that, you moved to Vegas, and we'll go right to that point.
Yeah.
So this song we just listened to, we went to break, was a beautiful song.
Absolutely tremendous song.
You were wonderful on that. Give us a little background.
Well, one day I was sitting around and thinking about my life, and obviously you guys know, but the people out there might not know that I have cerebral palsy on my left side. So I'm a little different. But my different to me and to my family and to my friends is normal. So I took that and said, hey, I'm a different kind of normal. So I wrote a song based around my life.
Great song.
And understanding that everybody's different in their own way. We have to accept their lives as normal to them. My kids look at me like Dad. They don't look at me like a guy with cerebral palsy. They look at me, I'm just a regular guy. So I want everybody to look at other people that way they're different. They may have their differences, but we're all under the same umbrella. We're all the same. So just accept people for who they are.
The lyrics alone in that song, never mind his voice. His voice absolutely is incredible. We all know that. But when you listen to the lyrics of that song, it really can apply to a lot of different people.
Yes, of course.
Because of what the lyrics, what the words say. We had guests on once, and I think it was Clint Holmes, and Clint said that the lyrics in a song are really like a poem. It's a poem with music put to it. And you did that brilliantly on that song.
Thank you. Yeah.
Is it in release? I mean, if people want to buy that, can they go to Spotify or one of those?
Not right now. I've been meaning to re-record it because right now it's just
a full band.
Yeah, it's just a keyboard and that. But we're going to do that soon.
Great.
Yeah, because I need to start doing my original.
How many San Gennaro feasts have you done, Mark? Let's talk about that for a little bit.
I did all the San Gennaros, not here, I did them in L.A.
In L.A.
And then on Jimmy Kimmel stage.
Uh-huh.
And we did that for, God, almost 10 years. And then I did a few out here as well. But that was...
Tony Sacca brought you to those a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolbly.
And he passed away
he helped me a lot.
Friday. Not Friday, 7 years ago.
Right, I saw you.
Friday,
yeah. Yeah, I remember that day like it was yesterday.
So do I.
Mark, is there a favorite place? I mean, listen, you've got a storied career. You've worked all over the world. I know when I asked Michael Grimm, season 5 winner of America's Got Talent.
Did he really give the money back, Neil?
Yeah, he gave the money back. I'll tell you that story.
He had $1 million prize, and he gave it back.
He didn't give it all back. He gave a portion.
He did it so he didn't have to go on their tour, right?
He did not want to be in front.
That's another story.
Yeah,
let's get back to.
But it's the same thing. He did not want the fame, the fortune. His favorite.
I want the fortune.
Well, I want the fame and the fortune.
I don't really care about the fame. I want to be able to go out and eat, but I care about the fortune.
But Mark, getting back to the question I asked you, your favorite place. Michael Grimm's played all over the world, right? Big audiences. And I asked him once, "What's your favorite place to play?" And he said, "Tuscany."
Oh yeah, he loves
in a small crowd.
It.
What about you?
What, in town here?
Yeah,
or anywhere?
Anywhere.
Well,
what's your favorite place?
My favorite place that I ever performed?
Yeah.
Well, I actually performed with Aaron Carter on stage. I was his background singer, and
what hotel was it at?
No hotel.
In a concert setting.
We played at the Rose Bowl.
Oh wow!
In front of 75,000 people.
75,000.
Did you thank them all? Or?
Oh my God! Everybody,
Okay,
So that was quite amazing because we were setting up. And the stage was on a rotisserie kind of thing. So one band would be playing in front of the crowd. The other band would be behind setting up. So they twist it around.
Wow.
And you come around and you see this sea of people. And it was the most amazing feeling.
Wow.
I'll never forget that. That was quite amazing.
We're going to talk more with Mark in a minute, but right now I want to switch my attention to the wild and crazy guys are sitting nice and quiet right now.
Well, they're very quiet.
We're the mild and crazy guys.
Yeah, okay. First up is Rich Friedland, a.k.a. Red Harris.
How you doing, Ron?
Rich is a comedian, a songwriter, producer, a keyboard artist, a singer. From San Francisco, California, studied music at the College of San Mateo. You say you need vocal lessons in all the things you write.
Well,
I heard you sing, and you are right.
Well,
I want to know about Cappuccino High School. What kind of
it's we actually learned to make coffee there.
Is that right?
Yes.
Is that the name of your high school, Cappuccino?
That's exactly right. It's spelled a little differently than the one that you drink at Starbucks. But
do you pronounce it that way?
That you pronounce it exactly
Cappuccino
that
High
way.
School.
And if you have any trouble with it after the show, we'll go over it a few times.
Okay, now you had grades like I did when I was in school.
Oh,
D's.
boy.
Well, I did.
I got C's though. I didn't get too many F's, but you got D's and F's.
Oh, mostly. I worked hard for those, by the way. I didn't want to go to, any kind of a university or anything. I wanted to stay on the streets playing my guitar at Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. So I didn't want to get any accolades up there.
Is that why they call you Offbeat Rich?
Well, that might be the reason. It's funny because Offbeat was one of my many stage names. I've had a few of them.
You actually used Offbeat as a name.
I did use Offbeat as a name.
I can understand why now that you're sitting in the studio.
But no, I was in a band called Zodiac Dragon, and that's when it started. I was a keyboard player and co-producer and songwriter in that band, and I became Offbeat in that band, and then I just continued it when I got into the Jerk Prankers. And
let's talk about Jerk Pranks because we have to go to break here quick, and I want to play a cut from Jerk Pranks. What the hell is Jerk Pranks?
It's really so simple. We were a musical. Well, no, we weren't a musical. That
You
was
have
a
to
different
explain
show.
what I'm about to
Okay.
play, all right?
I had a show called The Jerk Prankers. We went on stage and we did phone calls, prank phone calls inspired by ideas from the audience. They tell us who they want us to call. They give us a phone number, tell us a little bit about what might embarrass the person that answers the phone, and we'd run with that.
Cappuccino High School,
Yeah.
and he went to Latte Junior High.
Latte
now I
Junior High.
understand.
And he's running around talking about jerk pranks.
Yeah,
I wonder,
yeah.
My
It's crazy.
God.
they probably ran you out of
figure.
town, didn't they?
Now, why do you think I'm in Vegas?
You know, my
They ran
goodness.
me out of the state of California.
From California, you're here now. Some of your characters, you're going to do Sooth with the Truth. You're going to talk about the Super Bowl?
Sure, that's all about
All right,
the
not
Super
yet,
Bowl
not
today.
yet. Hang on.
Oh, no,
You're-
I'm not doing anything yet.
You have another
You tell
character
me.
called Scruples, another one JJ, another
Yep.
one Bud,
Yep.
Buck McCoy,
Yeah.
Professor Quay.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? What is all these things?
These are a bunch of wild, wacky characters, and they're all different with different personalities, different voices, different. Half of them I don't even remember them anymore. I got to bring them back when the show gets started.
Is your middle name AKA?
Those are my middle initials, Neil, not
Also
the middle
known as.
name. Yeah.
Also known as.
That's
And
right.
Speaking of jerk something, you brought Ted with you?
There's another jerk.
jeez.
Yes,
You
we
know?
got a great jerk over
I'm
there.
sorry, Ted. You're not a jerk. You're a good guy. But he said that. He said it.
I resemble that remark, Ron.
That's right. He is a professional sidekick, Ted.
He's more than that. He's fantastic.
See if your wife's laughing out there so I don't get in trouble.
She is laughing.
Okay, good.
No,
Oh,
it's
she's
funny.
out in the lobby. I didn't know that.
Yeah, his wife's Erin.
I
The
remember.
beautiful Erin is in the
I
lobby
remember
right now.
Erin, sure.
Keep checking it out, see if she's laughing, so I don't get slapped around when this is over. Okay, I'm going to play this now. You want to set it up at all?
Sure, it's real simple. I haven't heard it in years, and then Ted picked it out.
When you send it to here, you haven't heard it in years?
Right.
Did I get it?
Ted said this is a really good one. Have Ron play this. So I without listening to it,
I know I'm in trouble.
Throw me
now.
under the bus.
that's right.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard it in probably 20 years.
Oh,
This one.
goodness gracious.
And I just said, Ron, you said you want a 1 minute. Here's a 1 minute prank
Jim,
phone call.
Keep your finger on the
my.
dump button with this kind of stuff. What's that, Neil?
I said we froze. It looks like we froze on Facebook, right? Correct, Brian?
We're still running on my page. Is it frozen?
Yeah, it's frozen.
No, it's not. We're running. Let's not worry about that.
All right.
Okay, let's go and listen to this now. Here we go with Jerk Pranks. And this is one of your characters. Let's listen and go to break.
Yes, I'm puzzled. I'm sorry, Linda. Can you help with something? We've got a little problem here.
I can try.
All right, now we use the Pearl Vision up where we come from in California. We're here for the holiday season here in Las Vegas, just for a short time. My son Bradley was trying. He just got the contact lenses. He didn't know how to work them right. He was trying to. Last night before going to bed, I told him, take out the contact lenses. You don't want to sleep with those things, it'll go up into your eyelid and then just probably get through your stream and just insert itself through the whole body. We don't want that. Well, I wasn't sure. I've never worn them before, so I wasn't sure. So he tried to get the lens out when I was unbeknownst to him, and I don't know why, but he did something wrong apparently, because now that we don't know where the lens is, and the entire the eyeball itself has actually come out now. It's dangling by about 7 or 8 inches of these arteries and such. And
Excuse me?
pardon me,
Wait, say that again?
we're not sure
Eyeballs has come out.
if the eyeball has come out. It's attached though. It's all right. He says he can still see and everything. But we're trying to get it back in, and we're having a devil of a time here. What would you suggest?
Talk to a doctor.
Pardon me?
You need to talk to a doctor.
It was Pearl Vision. Is there some kind of a warranty?
This is where you get eyeglasses made. We do have optometrists right next door. Let me transfer you over there.
Well, I just wanted to find out if there's any kind of a refund.